Hi everyone, I'm Marcus. I'm going to explain Goldcar's latest scam, which they got me on back in May, which uses your deposit and credit card along with the exchange rate to take more money from you. Okay, Goldcar's latest scam. It's a good one, and I will give it to them that it must have taken them some time to think up, and I'm sure a lot of people don't quite see it. So I booked my car for about £7 a day. I think it's a great deal, although I know there's a catch coming because there always is. For 3 days, I'm going over to Mallorca for a friend's birthday. I get to the checkout and they tell me that I need to take their insurance, which I don't do because I have insurance with AXA, so I leave that alone and I decline that. I'm then told that I need to pay a €1,100 deposit, which they're actually going to take from me, not just hold, which is different because normally they'll just hold your deposit, they don't actually take it. So I'm then told that they can't control the exchange rate or my bank fees, which is obvious, I understand that. So I hand over my card, they take the money, and the next thing they want me to sign the receipt. Now on the receipt it says that they're charging a 2.5% service fee, which they didn't tell me at the time, the extremely friendly guy on the other side of the counter. And not only that, but they didn't give me the option to pay in euros or pounds. And why that's important is I actually have a Lloyd's credit card, which I pay a yearly fee for so that I avoid the bank transaction fees in between. So I get the spot rate on my transactions rather than paying the bank fees. Works for me in the long run. I spend a lot of time abroad. So I don't get the option, and I then question that and I say to the guy behind the counter again, no, I want to pay in euros. He insists that I can't pay in euros, I have to pay in pounds because it's the home currency of my card. Now that doesn't make any sense because anytime you use the card anywhere else, you tap your card or you put it in the machine and it offers you the choice, do you want to pay in euros or do you want to pay in pounds? Now, the fact that he's charged me in pounds came out on my credit card statement to £1,012.75. Now that transaction was already taken, but I refused to sign the receipt. So what they then do is I argued the point for probably about 15 minutes, said that I'm not happy. So he says, okay, I'll refund it to you, but I have to refund it to you in euros. So I said, okay. And again, he makes the point that he can't control the exchange rate or the bank fees, tells me all the bank fees are my problem and it's nothing to do with them. They're completely innocent of this. So he credits it back to me. I figure what's probably going to come, and the next thing is, as I look at my credit card statement, I realise that I'm only credited £972.26. So what they managed to do in that 15 minutes was bag £40.49. Obviously, I couldn't really argue with the guy at the desk because he says he's refunded it to me and he claims that he's innocent of everything and has no idea what's going on. This is all my fees. But that's the bottom line, is that they're going to debit you in one currency, pay it back in another. Also, the 2.5% service fee they charge is actually illegal from what I understand. I'm no lawyer, but from what I understand, it's illegal, and it has been since the beginning of January that companies can no longer charge a credit card fee, 2.5% for that. So I did point it out to him as well, and he says he doesn't know anything about it. So they should probably figure that one out. The way around it was I got home when I realised what was going on. I called Lloyd's and they were very good, and they said to me that they obviously can see what's happened is that they've debited the deposit in one currency and given it back in another, and they can't do that. I disputed the transaction and they gave me the difference back straight away, and they fight the battle with Goldcar for me, and I guess they got that sorted out. So keep an eye out for that, because if you call your credit card company, from the looks of it, and with Lloyd's at least, they will fight for you and get that credit card, get the money back on the credit card. One last tip, which I would do next time if I was going to go back, would be that when I give the credit card to the guy, I would insist that he turns the screen around so that I can see whether he is selecting the currency or not. I suspect he's selecting pounds and not giving me the option of euros. So I would insist next time, turn the screen around before he takes any money. And just to drive the point home on the exchange rate, where they say that they can't control the exchange rate, I actually have the chart of the day, which was the 4th of May, from euro pound, which is the other way around, but it doesn't matter. And it opened at 88.33 that morning, it closed at 88.37. The high of the day was 88.41 and the low of the day was 88.14. So what that actually means is that the exchange rate moved less than 1 cent that entire day. So there's no way that they can say to me that the exchange rate was all over the place and that £40 that they've taken from my credit card was down to the exchange rate. It absolutely wasn't, and that was also in the space of about 15 minutes. and there's no way the exchange rate moved anywhere near that day. It probably didn't move by basically anything during that 15 minutes. So that's just, trying to blame it on that would not be true at all. Luckily, I did take the insurance out with AXA because unfortunately the car was broken into and I was robbed on my last day, which was a little bit unfortunate, but they did charge me a Goldcar a pretty high amount for the window, but I'll go into that on another video and just explain how the insurance side works and what worked for me to get it back from AXA, which was no problem. I'll do that in another video, so if you want to see it, obviously subscribe, and I will be creating more videos of various things over the years that I've been ripped off for, and friends of mine and my family. And we will try and put a stop to all the dishonest ways of nicking a load of money out of our pockets.